the massacre that did take place with Operation Searchlight. And it was self-defeating because it just antagonized a vast body of people to take sides finally.
Impossible है कि न्याजी ये डिसीजन खुद लेता, और अगर खुद ली भी थी तो फिर इसको कोर्ट मार्शल क्यों नहीं किया?
Freedom fighters, they fought the war and they are the heroes. This was not acceptable to the hierarchy of political leadership. So they made a parallel force, Rakti Vahini.
Demand from 1967-68, when the famous 6-point charter comes in, till 1971, if you look at it, the demand had always been for greater autonomy. It gets a Bengali nationalism because of the perception in the East that it was getting the short end of the stick in the bargain, that it was generating all this wealth, but the industries were only coming up in the West and not in the East.
टिक्का खान को बुचर ऑफ बलूचिस्तान कहा जाता था, फिर उसके बाद उनको बुचरी के लिए भी अक्यूज किया गया, बांग्लादेश में भी. तो शायद ये फौज ने एक समझा कि बदलना अच्छा होगा, टैक्टिकली एक नया बंदा आए. So I think that was the reason, but there is no clear-cut explanation.
The ground was new to them and it was our own ground. We had that advantage. Gradually they became weak and weak morally, ethically, and they also thought that it will be very difficult for them to go back to Pakistan. It's a distance of more than 1,000 miles between the two lands. So morally they had fear. Ultimately, what is going to happen? They are going to lose the war.
Who spread the rumor that I have run away? It was the Brahman Broadcasting Corporation, BBC.
We're spreading your rumor.
I can tell you one thing, man. I'm the man. I'll take the tank over my body. You will see my dead body are alive.
Shall provide all protection and safety. No measures of reprisals would be taken. Free boarding, matching, medical facilities will be provided to you all and all your rank.
Bearing the scars of the genocide, but to see the faces of people looking determined, looking with determination and faith and hope to the future, it is a great, I feel deeply grateful to God to have been able to see this day.
Around the 16th of December, what had happened was that by after the first week, basically Indian Army had overrun vast tracts of East Pakistan, and the Air Force was able to control a lot of the Pakistani airspace. And by the 15th and 16th, they were flying with what you might call, complete disregard of norms, because they knew that they were not going to get attacked back because Pakistan was demoralized. And, there was also the internal rebellion of Tiger Siddiqui, as he was called at that time, and they were also leading a force against them. So it became a very complicated situation for to manage. And then there was a lot of bombing going on, including at the governor's house. And there is an episode by a man called Kelly, who was with the Red Cross. He maintained a diary, and I relied on that diary to recount the moments where he pleads with Malik and tells him that it's in your interest to surrender. He said, "No, I'll send my wife and children to the neutral zone." He said, as soon as you do that, you are sending a signal that you have surrendered. And just while they are speaking, bombs are hitting the area around the governor's bungalow. Dhaka's operations were run by Rauf Farman Ali. And he is then approached. He comes to the neutral center. They try to organize and try to meet General Niazi to convince him. And just before that, there has been a message from Yahya Khan asking to begin ceasefire negotiation. So the decisions were pretty much delegated down.
ये तो impossible है कि न्याजी ये डिसीजन खुद लेता, और अगर खुद ली भी थी तो फिर इसको कोर्ट मार्शल क्यों नहीं किया? पहले आप मुझे ये तो बताइए, अगर तो ये थे, गलती पे थे, तो फिर कोर्ट मार्शल हमीदुर रहमान कमीशन के वक्त नहीं किया गया, उसके बाद भी नहीं किया गया. वो खुद अपने आप को पेश करने की कोशिश करता रहा कि मुझे आप कोर्ट मार्शल करवाएं अगर मैंने गलती की. वो उसने हमेशा कहा कि मुझे तो ये याह्या खान ने कहा कि तुम सरेंडर करो, और सरेंडर क्यों करो? Not for East Pakistan, but because they were afraid of losing West Pakistan. 5,000 स्क्वायर मील आपने लूज किए.
Around 9:30 was the deadline, and 9:20 in the morning, finally, the word goes back to India, the Indian command, that Pakistan is willing to accept the ceasefire terms. And then the next day, of course, is the surrender ceremony.
All the sector commanders, they were located in different areas. ये लोगों के लिए ढाका आना आसान नहीं था, और इंडियन आर्मी भी नहीं चाहता था कि मुक्ति फौज के बहुत आदमी यहाँ आए. They want to take the credit of surrender of Pakistan Army.
All the world admires a deed well done, and I think, with all modesty, we can say that we have done this action well. But let us not forget that the road ahead is still long and very steep.
I do not want to cover the past. I do not want to go into the past, because the past is a sordid past. It's a bad past, it's a terrible past. We want a free slate, a clean slate, to arrive at a settlement between the genuine leaders of Bengal, of Muslim Bengal, and the genuine leaders of West Pakistan.
How would you describe your foreign policy, Prime Minister? Is it one of non-alignment?
Yes. Non-alignment, independent, neutral, foreign policy.
हमने हमेशा ईस्ट पाकिस्तान को समझने की कोशिश की है एज अ सेंटर रीजन इशू, यानी कि एक रीजन जो हो गया हुआ था, रेडिकलाइज्ड हो गया हुआ था और ब्रेक अवे करने की कोशिश कर रहा था, तो फौज ने उसको रोकने की कोशिश की. मगर मैं समझती हूँ कि हमें समझना चाहिए कि ये एक सिविल मिलिट्री इशू भी था. फौज नहीं चाहती थी कि अपना इक़्तिदार दे.
Economy was very adversely affected. If you look at the Indian inflation chart, 72, 73, 73, of course, you had the oil shock worldwide, right? Oil prices had gone up. So inflation started rising a lot. That was after 71. Each letter came with it a small stamp we had to affix, which was called the refugee relief stamp. So every communication that happened in India, it was a kind of a tax to pay for the relief for the refugees.
क्योंकि बंगाली जो थे उस टाइम में जूनियर ऑफिसर्स थे, all deputy secretaries became secretary overnight. साहब समझ ले, कैप्टन साहब अगर जनरल हो गया, उस मुल्क का क्या हाल होगा. वही हुआ हमारे साथ. The political people, they thought that they gave the leadership, they brought the freedom for the country. So दूरियां पैदा हुआ. आर्मी के साथ, पॉलिटिकल लीडरों के साथ दूरियां हो गया था.
Not necessary, it went in helicopter or breeze.
पाकिस्तान को अपोलोजाइज करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए. तो बहुत से लोग कहते हैं कि क्यों करें, कि आफ्टर ऑल उन्होंने भी तो बहुत वायलेंस किया. सच है, मगर असल बात यह है कि जिन्होंने वायलेंस किया पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ, वो रेबल फ्रीडम फाइटर्स थे अपने लिहाज से. मगर हमने तो अपनी आवाम के साथ किया ना. हमें ये सोचना है कि उस वक्त वो हमारी आवाम थी, ना कि हमारे दुश्मन.
आदमी होना बहुत जरूरी है, इंसान होना बहुत जरूरी है, इंसानियत होना बहुत जरूरी है. हम लोग बांग्लादेशी है, पाकिस्तानी है, कोई इंडियन है, मगर हम लोगों में इंसानियत अभी नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से इतना दूरियां पैदा हो रहे हैं.
Bangladesh needs to understand also is a kind of moving on from the past. That yes, there was a very bitter war 50 years ago, but this generation of Pakistanis are not responsible for what happened 50 years ago.
हमें डीकोलोनाइजेशन की जरूरत है. हमें अपने नेशनल इंटरेस्ट में अपने कंस्टिट्यूएंट यूनिट्स को पॉलिटिकली रिजॉल्व करना चाहिए, ना कि militarily.
We should have better understanding and better get busy with our own country instead of interfering in others' affairs.
Pakistan and India need to learn from Bangladesh how to have sustainable development. India also has to realize that Bangladesh is not another Pakistan. If you look at the current political setup in India, they have a very strong Hindu fundamentalist views, and they think that it's a Muslim majority state and therefore it has to be anti-India by definition.